This knuckle sandwich that a Chico about to serve you. Better listen up, the other team been talking tough. DJ Tony grabbed the mic cause this dude will not shut up. Ain't no standing name count, but I think I've had enough. In the famous words of Jeff Houston, time to knuckle up. Bones to dome, it's time to knuckle up. Bones to dome, it's time to knuckle up. Take me up, I've been throwing uppercuts. Bones to dome podcast, turn me up. It's time to knuckle up. You know it. With DJ Tony, time to knuckle up. Jeff Houston, it's time to knuckle up. I am Vince Serrano.
It's all about you.
It's time to knuckle up.
It's about how you make yourself different from the rest.
It's time to knuckle up. It's time to knuckle up. It's time to knuckle up.
Oh, I'm liking that hat, buddy. I'm definitely liking that hat. What's up, everybody? I am DJ Tony, the one and only, with my main man, Mr. Live Worldwide. Say it 2 times. Live Worldwide. Let's get it. What's up, Big Jeff?
Fuck that shit. You know, if you're going to say anything, say it 3 times. 3 times a charm. Everybody knows Mr. Live Worldwide for saying a certain phrase 3 times. So fuck it, Mr. Live Worldwide times 3. I'm not going to say it 3 times right now. Are you crazy? We're going to lose viewers.
Another one.
Yeah, I know, right? I know, right? And I had something to ask you that's been actually on my mind.
Beers and brawls. All right, give me 1 sec. What up, Ike? And yeah, what's up? What do you have on your mind, Mr. Houston?
Yeah, well, fuck the Mr. Houston thing. You start calling me Jeff or don't call me at all.
Would normally see you, Jeff. I'm trying to be nice today.
Oh, no. But I was just thinking, what was the first song and the first fighter walkout song that you did?
Oh, man. God.
Come on, man.
First song that I ever did for BKFC.
I was thinking about that. Yeah. I mean, I can trace back the first fight and everything. I mean, that's easy.
I don't know that I have. You know what? I might. Let me see. I might have it from way back then because we were doing things differently back then. Back then, Katie Shook would just send me all the fighters' songs. So I didn't have them actually filed at the time.
Mm-hmm.
When I first started, it was actually Miss Shook's job to get all the fighters' music. And then she just gave it to me, and I literally just downloaded everything until I took over and started, going individually and asking every fighter what song they wanted and all that. But I don't think. I
don't know why that was weighing on my mind today, but I was about myself thinking if DJ Tony could reach that far back in the annals of history.
I know in that first show, I know I played a Rocky song. Oh, here we go. What is this? 2000.
I mean, we're reaching back. We're reaching back. We're reaching back.
What is this? Oh, this is. Oh no, this is Palomino and Elvin Brito. That's not right. That's not far enough.
He's reaching, ladies and gentlemen. He's trying to reach back.
Hey, I don't know what email they would have sent it to, honestly. Maybe it's this other email. Let me check. I don't know. I honestly don't know what the first song ever was. That's a good question, though. Now you're gonna make me have to go back and look for it.
Now he's actually gonna have to look for it, ladies and gentlemen. That's fine. Why am I calling you ladies and gentlemen?
I don't know.
There are no ladies here yet, and there's sure as fuck from the guest list there are no gentlemen here. So
Yeah, I don't know why. I did go through my emails a little bit like a couple months ago and delete a lot of stuff. So it probably was one of those emails that I deleted because my emails were too full.
Well, DJ Tony, you gave me some news earlier, just a little while ago. I think that maybe you should make that news public about your most recent position.
Yes. So DJ Tony is now an official DJ for the UFC. So exciting news.
Now, how does that how exactly does that work? Is that for the UFC gym franchise over there? I gotta know.
Starting out, yeah, it's gonna be for the new headquarters. They actually made a new headquarters. This is going to be their second headquarters. Obviously, the headquarters is in Vegas, and then they have the one in Orlando as well. But this will be their own official gym. So this thing is huge. I went there yesterday with Matt to go meet the owner and some of the coaches. And then shout out to Matt too, because Matt actually also got signed as well to be a coach for the UFC gym. So. So he'll be training people out of the gym.
Nice.
I will be doing all the DJing and providing models for all of their needs for whatever promo tables or anything that they might need. So it's going to be cool. And I'm very, very excited. And plus my other venture that I started last week too, which is we started a new influencer boxing league, influencer championship series out of Tampa Bay. So we will be having our first show August 3rd this year. And yeah, it's the new way, the new way. I guess Jake Paul then switched it all up for all of us. So the new thing everybody wants to see for some reason, the celebrities beating each other.
Lightning will strike. They're hoping. I know what it is. I mean, number one, you got to figure the followers that these guys get. So that's eyes to the product. Number one. Number two.
Oh yeah.
A lot of these promoters are hoping that lightning will strike again. That hopefully the next the next boxing phenom, or at least the next person to really take boxing in a different direction. Because I believe, we all watched the Canelo fight the other night, and Munguia against Canelo Munguia. I saw a young, hungry kid that wasn't ready. I saw, it's kind of funny.
I said, if we do this fight a year from today, he beats me.
When I watched this fight, it reminded me when Canelo fought Mayweather.
Boy, that's exactly what I was thinking. I said 1 year from now,
yeah,
Canelo. I was thinking the same exact thing.
Because we saw the fight, Canelo was not ready for Mayweather. He was not ready. Mayweather when he fought him, and that was a while ago. So I think it's a very similar situation. A year, possibly a year and a half from now, kid's going to be a completely different fighter, because that on-the-job training that he got in there against who's considered the very best as of right now. So I think it can only benefit him. It's only going to drive his stock up, and you're going to see a different fighter in about a year from now. But with this victory, it definitely begs the question, what's next? And in my opinion, the only thing that's next is the only thing that's being talked about for Canelo next, and that's David Benavidez.
Yeah, that's the only
thing. I think that just makes logical sense. I mean, David Benavidez, once again, nowhere near as seasoned as Canelo. I mean, Canelo's what 60-1 now? I mean, it's ridiculous. I mean, he just keeps winning and winning and winning. But there's going to be somebody out there that's ready to take him on, and it's going to be the right place at the right time. I don't know if Benavidez is that guy, but in boxing, you just never know. Some of these young kids come out of nowhere, and they're like, "Fuck, they just they just have it."
And Lopez's.
Oh yeah. I mean, they're going to get around to that. I mean, you got to remember, guys, that's the first wave of the event posters. That's the event. That's the first wave of the event posters. So what's going to happen is that they're going to release more waves. There's going to be the second wave, the third wave leading up to it, which will probably have more belts on it. Yeah.
But Lopez who?
Wait a minute. Yeah, you're saying Lopez. I think I don't think you mean Lopez.
Yeah, he's talking about Duran.
Yeah, you're talking about Kai and Durant.
I was like, was there a change in the?
Ooh, are you kidding?
I was like, wait a minute.
Have you seen? Thank you, Big Ben. Appreciate the Loudmouth Nation shout out. Shout out to all my members of the Loudmouth Nation. Thank you very much. But yeah, I mean, Brian Durant has only been advertising the shit out of this. He has been breaking social media on all of his posts, and I love it. You know, I mean, I just saw his recent one that said new champ June 21st. So, oh, you were looking at the poster behind me. Behind me. Okay. As you can see behind me, a new poster put up immediately over here. We've got the official Knucklemania 4 poster up right over there. Right over there.
I didn't get the poster, but I did. Shout out to our boy Tommy. I did.
All right.
Billboard
You
mat.
got the Knucklemania 4 flying mat. You got the man, you got the corner mat. That's like the corner mat. That's crazy.
Yeah. That's it was supposed to be made for. It was made for Mike Perry. They never used them that fight, but that's what it was made for. So I guess I could say I have Mike Perry's corner mat.
But I think that's pretty cool, man, that you're involved in a influencer championship series. I just hope, you know, as a promotion, I hope that they're serious in taking this somewhere because, you know, they do have competition when it comes to the influencer series. There's a few others that are out there. The biggest ones that I know of are actually out in California, if we're talking stateside. You know, there's a few of them out there that are focusing on the influencer boxing type series. And then, of course, you've got celebrity boxing. So there's I'm just hoping that this is another one that looks for lightning in a bottle. You know what I mean?
Well, I'm not going to announce too many things, but I will say we have some BKFCers on board.
Okay.
And that's fighters and employees. So we have a good backing. And the fights that we're setting up so far are sounding good. One big influencer is about to get out of jail soon. I'm just gonna
that's always a positive start. At least he's getting out, not going in. So who's joining us? Jeremiah, big.
Oh, Jeremiah, actually, let me send. Forgot. Jeremiah, send me a message. I forgot Jeremiah wanted to come on and talk his.
Fuck yeah.
Talk his piece about his last fight.
Of course. Talk about
send me a message, Jeremiah. I'll send you the link. Yeah, boy.
That's the one that's getting out. Is that the one that's getting out that far for us?
Okay. He should be getting out here soon. So
hopefully this time we'll keep the fighting where it belongs.
Looking like for a main event.
You know, one thing that I also want to shout out to our bare knuckle fighters. A lot of them have been, I mean, you know, as far as athletes, a lot of these guys, you know, they've been trying to do less and less to keep the fighting out of the streets and keep it in the ring. Because when it comes to MMA fighters, boxers, you know, bare knuckle fighters, you know, whoever, let's just talk combat sports. There's a lot of times that you see, you know, fighters, you know, get involved in some kind of bullshit altercation outside of the ring or the cage or whatever. We're seeing less and less of that in BKFC. You know, I mean, it was a hot button for certain athletes, but in fact, actually certain athletes that it was a hot button for before they came over to BKFC have actually lessened. As far as that, we've actually had fighters that have come to BKFC that were somewhat notorious for, you know, shit happening outside of the ring. And now that they're with us, they're actually making it less and less about any shit going down outside and keeping it in the ring. And for those of you who are showing restraint, my hat's off to you. My hat's off to you on that one, guys. Yeah, definitely keep it in the cage. Definitely keep it in the ring. Another thing, Tony, very interesting. Another interesting thing. MMA Hour with Ariel Helwani the other day. He had a couple guys on that were talking about where is the biggest investment if you were going to invest your money in combat sports. BKFC not only came up, but it was the overall investment in the conversation that both of the guests gave the thumbs up for. It was either BKFC, PFL, or a few others, but both of the guests chose BKFC because number one, it was exciting, it was different, you know, good stuff, and that just yeah.
Stop! That's a good shout out. That's a good throw in there for Swerve.
Fucking AD takes over, and besides, this is a gentleman talking right now. You don't interrupt a gentleman. Come on now. Come on now. I got a hat on, for Christ's sake. It's black. Come on. I don't know what that means, but but no, I mean just that kind of confidence. I love that. I love that there are people that have that much confidence that seeing that the right investment for the future in combat sports as of right now would be a product like Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship, and I dig that. I absolutely dig that, and I appreciate that as well. Appreciate that. Did you watch the Bare Knuckle podcast today?
I did not. I won't lie. I was in Clearwater at
Oh, I know you are, brother. I know you are. You still got a phone though. I didn't know. You still got a phone? No, I don't know.
I was doing things. I was doing let's bring him in. The one and only
What's
Big
up?
Jeremiah Riggs.
Boy.
Y'all hear me?
Yeah,
yeah.
boy. I like
yeah.
them. I like them trucker headphones.
Well, I mean, his nickname is Big Rig, so come on, it's appropriate.
Oh, we're losing you, buddy.
We got a Walt Disney right now, so Frozen.
There he
Okay,
is.
you good?
Yeah.
There we go.
Man, yeah, I don't know what just happened there. Is
What's
that too
up?
much light? Man, what's up, man? What's up?
What up?
No, here we go. No, I'm good. I'm good. Hell yeah. No. How y'all doing?
Just
Shit,
chilling,
fuck.
big dog.
Fuck us, man. Look at you, man. Look at you, man. I
Oh
swear to
no,
God,
I'm good.
you heal up so fucking quick. It's hard to touch, but Jesus Christ, it looks like you weren't even in a fucking fight, bro.
No, man. Look, man, I feel great, dude. You know, look, the hand actually
Oh
full
yeah.
function. I had surgery Friday on the hand.
Okay.
Man, I'm solid. I'm good, man. I mean, what can I say? Everybody knows that whenever I leave it in there, goddamn, it's left in there. Enough said.
We can't get it out of there. That's the problem. We can't get it out of
No,
there.
man.
It's in
No,
there.
you know, I didn't really have a chance, you know, just say post fight, you know, to really kind of to say whatever I needed to say or whatnot. I know I hit DJ up and was kind of like, hey man, what's up? You know, we ought to do something. Dude, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Is that all you got? Is that all you fucking got? I mean, really, dude. And I'm not here to, you know, just talk shit, but man, look, man, I left it all in there. Hats off to Angulo. You know, honestly, there's so much shit I've done seen. You know, as far as my take on the fight. I mean, dude, I trained and I did everything exactly what we was gonna do. When I felt like there was a time where I knew I had him hurt off the bat, it was a go moment, and we kind of called that in the back. You know, said, hey, we get him hurt, and you hear us go, and I had the cardio to recover. During the knockdown, I was solid. I knew I run into it. Bam! I ain't gonna lie. Right when it hit the ground, I said, "Son of a bitch! Can I just get a fresh? Can I get a break? Can I just let me get a breather?" That place erupted, dude. It was so loud. I could barely. Right at 6, I barely heard like faint of 6, and I was like, "Oh shit!" I heard 7 clear as day, and I was like, "Motherfucker, I gotta get up," you know. So I was good, you know. And all in all, the ending, dude. You know, I see there's a lot of bullshit talk about, the hair pull and all that. Look,
that's what I was going to talk about. I mean,
we can make this.
It's just the fact that's the only thing that so many of them couldn't get past in the fight is the controversial hair pull in the clinch. You know, talk to us about that.
I can clear that up, man. You know, there was one soft word that I even heard from the referee, and it was later in that. And if you watch the fight, I've done seen it. If you watch the fight, I release. If you know a half tie plum, it is like this. Now, when you're pulling down, it's just the nature of the beast for your hands to do that. Now if I was to pull his fucking hair, trust me, motherfuckers, there'd be hair coming out of his head. And I would have pulled his hair back, not forward. But you know, just say caught up in the moment, man. Me and one of his corner guys almost got into it after this. So I made it clear after the fight. I straight up went up to Angulo and said, "Hey, bro, look, let's make something real cool. Let's call it a Muay Thai half plum clit." I said, if you think right now, because I'm right here, I said that was unintentional. There was no hair pulling, bro. Look, it was just a part of the chaos. But other than that, I was actually doing. There was no set rule in how to clinch. I was doing my best in what my fighter ability, and I say get lost in the chaos of doing the right thing. There was no intentional hair pull there. But I mean, hey, I don't care. I guarantee.
I don't care either. It's like that.
We'll get him back on. We'll get him back on. He's frozen again. So I mean, I'm sure he's going to go right into it. Yeah.
Basically, all I'm saying was, hey, I guarantee you're going to buy a ticket to the next fight.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, no issue there. But I think what it is that there's just a lot of people who aren't familiar with how the clinch game works in BKFC. That half tie plum, it's so easy, as you know. It's so easy here in a half tie plum for that hand to slip.
Yeah, man, and you know.
And everything like that, it's easy, and there could even be a reflex moment. There could be a reflex moment to where there's a grip. So once again, not intentional, situational.
Yeah, man, and like I said, hey, I mean, you know, I leave, you know, there's a ref in there. There was a warning. I mean, it was just I heard Riggs' hair. I clearly fuck whatever, but I don't have to really explain to the motherfuckers.
No,
you know,
because there was no point. There was no point taken.
No.
If there was a point taken, maybe there'd be something to say. But if you get a warning and that ref doesn't stop that fight, grab you by the wrist, and go over to each judge,
absolutely,
that's taken off, then there's nothing to explain.
And then, like you said, it's in the heat of the moment. I mean, when you're throwing as many punches as you threw that quickly in the grapple and, you know, and in the clinch, it's gonna happen. And his hair, the way his hair is not like his hair was just straight or short. You know, it was.
I don't know how we keep losing connection.
Can you hear me?
No, we can hear it. I mean, he just keeps going in and out. Tony, did you want to put some foil on your glasses and do it old school so that we could, you know, get him in there? Right. You know, ghetto rig. There you go. There we go.
There we go. That ain't on my end, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately so.
Man, because I'm about to say, damn, I'm like, I move.
I told you to pay your bill before you came on.
I know I did. I'll move closer to the router, but no, man. No, I was ecstatic, man. Like, dude, the crowd. And I just go, look, man. I appreciate the crowd in California. That was phenomenal.
Wow.
Every time he closes, it freezes.
Again.
He's been like this. He's been like that.
We're gonna put this guy to carbon freeze.
Motherfuck, man. But anyway,
screenshot the next one and post it up.
But no, man. I haven't really got a lot of thank yous, man. The staff, the fans, everybody, you know.
And definitely a thank you goes out to your ISP, your internet service provider, because man, I'm all kinds of dead spot.
All right.
Man, I feel like I'm in 1995.
Is it? Do you hear the dial-up on your end, Riggs?
I can hear you.
I know. Well,
do you hear the dial-up on your end?
You've got mail.
You've got mail. It keeps freezing.
Ooh, man, I'm gonna tell you, I don't know what the router types are out in Vicksburg, man. All right.
I got full service.
I don't know.
Hey, you heard that shit. All right, man.
I hope we keep this. I was just gonna say, hey, huge props to everybody.
Yeah, all good things aside, man. Everything worked out well. Everything worked out for the better. Knucklemania 4, definite success across the board. California fans, and I'm sure you probably ran into this a little bit yourself. I couldn't believe how many California fight fans were so happy that we were finally there. They were just saying, we've been waiting for you for years, and you're we could not be happier that BKFC has finally made it to Cali.
We'll get them. Yo, Swervo, you already got like 6 shout-outs.
I know, right?
Oh, I'm good. How about now? Is that better?
There you go.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're gonna end up in every
Okay.
point of your house, Riggs.
I know, right?
I know, but no. But anyways, no. What I was saying was, no, man. Hey, it was electrifying, dude. I leave it all in there, and man, look, I'm figuring honestly, probably August, September, I'll be ready to rock and roll, man.
Nice,
Nice, big dog.
nice, man.
What,
But
Who do you
no,
want
just
next, dog? You want the rematch right away, or do you have something?
man, look, dude, look, I don't give a shit who it is, man. To me, I would definitely take a rematch. But I mean, even then, as far as I know, just keep climbing the ladder. Mr. Fieldman knows what I bring. Everybody knows I bring to the table, and I think everybody knows, hey, man, if you see my name, it's going to be a fight. That's what we're here to do. Man, I'm here to lay it all for nothing. For the fans, for the company. Just for my legacy, dude. I appreciate all the love and support, man. You know what I'm saying? And this ain't something that I didn't walk out of that with my head held down. I mean chin held high. You know what I'm saying? There was nothing I didn't take. You got to look at taking way more than just say the loss. Hey, man, I learned a lot of that too. You know what I'm saying?
Well, with that explosion at the beginning, the one thing that I'm curious about, how'd your cardio hold up, honestly?
Dude, here's the deal. We had it in mind if that happened to blow it out. I was fully aware to get that recovery back. I mean, I'm in the best shape of my life. I mean, I would have easily gone another with the hand. Now the hand could have been questionable. As far as the power, coming in the right hand, I mean, hey, that is what it is. But the cardio, I was solid. Now, hey, at the end, yeah, it was almost 2 minutes of nonstop action. I just needed a fucking breath. I just needed a breath. I mean, clearly, if you watch the fight, hey, I was coming up at 10. I clearly even looked at Beltran and was like, hey, it's cool. I sat down, I told everybody, I was like, hey, man, I'm good. I know where I was fully aware of what happened, how it happened, and knew what had happened right when it did. It wasn't nothing devastating about it other than the way it turned out. But hey, man, that's a part of the game. It's the nature of the beast and what we play. But hey, you just get back on the fucking horse and ride it, man.
I know you said. Go ahead, Jeff.
No, Tony. I talk too fucking much.
I was gonna say, I know you said you had surgery. What all happened to your hand?
So I snapped the finger in half on the ring side. I had a choice. I didn't go with the pins. I just went ahead. They put a rod through it. It's actually a quicker recovery for me. We did that Friday. I come out of the wrap Sunday. I was in this soft cast right here for 2 weeks, and then I can go back to like bag work. So just another 4 weeks, and then just say within 6 weeks I should have a full recovery.
Okay.
Why are you asking?
Yeah.
God,
The
man.
hands are solid. My hands are solid. I mean, I mean, of course, other than the swelling, but man, dude, I think I have a good conditioning in the hands. My hands are pretty solid. They're big enough for it. So, I mean, it just ice and then just, like I said, just getting right back at it. Not even stepping off the gas. Just I can work my jab hands. So there's a lot still left to do that I'll be doing. Just get back on it, like I said, and get ready for the next one that y'all have for me.
Now, Jeremiah, I got a question for you on that.
Yeah.
My question to you is, we're going to take a step away from bare knuckle for a second. Now, you're no stranger to the cage. You're no stranger to MMA. Now, have you had an opportunity to take a look at the new gloves that the UFC has done? Have you had a chance to look?
I haven't. I mean, yeah, I did see them. My buddy Brian Foster had put a post of the new gloves up on his Facebook the other day, and I was like, "Oh man, that looks pretty cool." I seen how the way they changed. I mean, the whole design, even the finger, the way the fingers.
What do you think about that? Having the thumb completely exposed on the gloves now.
Man, I think that's great. I mean, it's really. I mean, they still got gloves on, so I mean, you still. Here's the thing: their hand. I mean, it gives you a whole nother outlook on grabbing. Because you're not restricted. With having the free thumb ought to make a hell of a big change. But even in the slicker design, you could tell the big change. You could tell a big change in just the way the gloves look. I mean, hell, their hands are wrapped up. They're protected. They're protected like hell anyway, so they're still solid, man. I think it gives you a little bit more on the hand, your hand fighting for sure. Having that thumb free like that should make a big change on your wrestling guys.
The wrestling, yes, but do you think that possibly leaves the door open to easier potential accidental eye pokes?
Well, I don't know if you ever get away from that, because I think some people they don't. That's kind of like a double-edged sword. Yeah, no. I mean, I think you should be aware of it anyways, but the pawing you're always going to get. Actually, I mean, hell, you ought to be able to leave your hand closed better than you did before. So there shouldn't be
easier because you don't have that fabric over the meaty part of your palm.
That's right. So you ought to be able to leave your hands relaxed more in the fist position,
That's why you ask a fighter. That's why you ask a fighter about these things. Yeah.
I would say that should be something that would make it beneficial.
Okay.
I just like the gloves off, man.
Yeah, that's my favorite sound.
Yep. Yeah.
I hear you.
Domes to domes.
Yep, no doubt.
We're happy that the surgery was a success, and it looks like the type of surgery that you elected is going to have a faster recovery time. Recovery time, so that's always a positive, because you've been with us. I mean, seriously, man, if you go ahead and you look at the ground that you covered, if you look at all the ground that you covered with BKFC this far, there's so much for you still left to do. There's so much
man. And that was my fit. I'm 2-2-1. That's against 2 world champions. That's not a bad deal. I think that my level of what my team and what I'm gathering up as far as intel and putting it into play, man, I'm not just bumping up a notch. I think I'm coming up another level each and every fight. And like I told my management the other day, I said, wait till the next 5. Wait till the next 5. The next 5, I should say, in the next 5, I could easily be in a title run. I don't see why not. 5 more fights, and I believe, hey, my plan's doing a clean slate, all 5 of them. Get to that 10-fight mark. That was the whole deal. That's where you want to be. I think when you get to that 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 fight, now your knowledge, you gotta be able to know that you're getting better. There's no in between in this game. You can't just fall off. So I think my level of opponents have gone up, and hey man, I'm here to fulfill the legacy. I'm not picking fights. I'm here to get that gold, man, and I think I'm on a good slide to putting my team and my belief in what we're doing together, and I think it's going to pay off. Like I said, the next 5 fights, they're going to be phenomenal.
Nice. Now we all know, being fans of you, that you had not to bring it up, but a nasty injury about 2 years ago. I wanted to ask you, how did you when you saw it, how did you feel about Lorenzo's fall and his accident? What happened to his
that sucked because so my knee popped twice in that fight.
Really?
Yeah, so there was another deal in there. Right, you saw me stumble over to the right when we got.
Yeah.
So there was that time, and then right when we first started clinching up, you can see early on. It was almost like a little pause. I had a hesitant. What happened?
I seen that, and you popped up a little
all right,
bit.
So my knee popped, like it give, and then my head, I said, "No, motherfucker, this ain't
how scary was
this
that?
is going." Well, it kind of it was it was consciously, not subconsciously. Consciously, my mind I kind of had that little pause, but I knew, like, no, get up under you. So from there till the second where actually we went to the middle and we come back around, and then I kind of stumbled there for a minute. That was the second one. And what really happened was there really was no chance to really say back off. I'm not going to say I was scared to like disengage, but I had to change if you saw me, I got a little bit more squared. And what that was is I was just trying to hold my base after the fight. I had an x-ray on the knee. I'm going to have a little rehab, but didn't see anything to it. When I had a bunch of cartridges that structurally broke loose. And I probably, honestly, when I went down, I ain't been able to bend it probably did me more good than harm. But we did have a little something going on there earlier in that fight. We just, wasn't nothing to really just say, hey man, I didn't have surgery or anything on, but I have a little rehab to do. But I'm solid, man. Like I said, I'm solid. Going furthermore into that, I got a clearance on that sport brace I have. You'll probably see me from here, just in an uncontrolled environment like fighting. I'm gonna end up bracing up. Just do it the smart way.
And the funny thing about it is that a lot of people, they remember the Lorenzo elbow dislocation. They remember that.
Dude, that was terrible, man.
A lot of them don't, but a lot of them also are not shedding light on Yevgeny Kordonov's bicep tear.
I was fixing to say you had not only that one and the other one, man. And dude, that's just. My brother, someone asked me, what do you think about, how do you think that's going to be a hard comeback? I said, no, that's not going to be a hard comeback for someone like that. I mean, it happens. You'll probably be more aware of it. I don't think it's going to change his fighting style or whatever. I mean, there'll be some recovery, but hopefully it was just like I didn't hear anything further. I haven't talked to him or nothing, but I don't know if it was just a located. Y'all even know, is there surgery? Did it break it? Was there any conclusion on that?
I haven't received anything as of yet, but there wasn't any news on it as of yet. So if the old saying, no news is good news. So
I know it was bad. I know it wasn't good. And then I did know the other kid, tore his bicep. But hey, man, that's shit, man. That's kind of just a part of it. It's kind of like my knee. It was just a fluke, just a fucking fluke.
And that's exactly what it was. It's just we're not used to seeing two of those freak style injuries happen in one show.
Yeah, well, you'll see.
It was fine. I don't know. I don't know what the future holds for Todd Duffy. I don't know if he wants to give it another run or maybe that he got his taste. I don't know.
Man, look, people get a taste of this shit, and then it sometimes just ain't for them.
Unless he's fighting for free.
Okay. That's okay. That's okay if it's not your forte.
That's right.
Shit.
No doubt.
Shit. I mean, you can find your fit anyway. I mean, if you're a true fighter, you gotta find your fit.
There's find your niche. That's right.
So much criticism about fighters that come over to BKFC because the public says that they couldn't hack it somewhere else. But they're not seeing the forest for the trees when it comes to that perspective. It's not that they couldn't handle it. It's just that their niche just wasn't there.
For sure.
And that's okay because look at the percentage of the world that actually gets the opportunity to fight for the UFC in the first fucking place.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt.
Come on.
That's what it is.
But I'm glad we get to see some of the crossovers. I really do. I'm glad you get to see, the Likens, or just say like Nate and all these guys that are coming to these events, man. Because it really does show the true growth. But there's another side of that where you're going to see more of them show up to watch than you're going to see more of them show up to get in the ring. But hey, kudos. I mean, it's just some of them will do it, some of them ain't. I mean, it's just like, hey, but I do like the support. I appreciate the support and the guys that are showing the support of really when they get to see it, go, oh wow, man, this is the real deal. This is the purest way of doing it. But I think that's huge for us, to see the crossovers and some of the guys that are wanting to help our sport grow. You know what I mean?
Well, not only that, I mean, California was so huge for us in so many ways because number one, it was a tough state to crack. Even back in the day, UFC and other sports, California has always been a very overregulated state. But what they were most impressed about us was the high level of regulation that took place within BKFC.
Yeah,
They
for sure.
They were so, and
I never heard one.
California, they're sticklers when it comes to the details, as they should be, but they were so impressed with how smooth our regulation was from moment one to moment done within BKFC. And that says a lot.
And them guys were top notch. They did. They put us through the ringer, bro. I was young, got more neurological exams, and then just they did. But they were really, really hands on, really professional. All them guys were cool as hell. So I'd really love to come back.
Love it.
Nice. Well, we appreciate you coming.
I appreciate you guys. Yeah,
taking your time and getting your side of the story out there.
Whoever wants it can get it. You know, if it's a rematch, it don't matter to me. It does not matter to me. They can catch that ass whooping again.
Love it.
Well, till we see you back again in the
appreciate it, guys.
End of the summer, brother. Hit me up if you want to come back on.
Yep.
You already know. You're
Bet.
the fan.
All day. Appreciate you guys. Peace.
Big Rig. Big Rig. Oh man, always love it when he comes on, man. I mean, he always, he's a humble guy. He's a hungry guy. He looks at his mistakes and he sees them as, for periods of growth, not to, look back on and just, say I've taken a step backward, because he doesn't feel that he's taken a step backward. And I don't think he has either. Now, I know psychologically, I'm going to be honest, some guys would have a little bit of a problem when you lose to probably, in my opinion, one of the best come from behind victories in BKFC history. Definitely one of them. Not the one. We talked about this on the last Bone to Dome, but it definitely ranks up there. But look at him. Completely unfazed. I mean, the surgery just recently done, and all he can think about is getting back out there, healing up, and giving his best for the fans. That's a fucking fighter.
Oh yeah, can't wait to see him back too. He's a dog. He's gonna bring it every single time. And yeah, I mean, it sucks the way that the fight ended, but it's the fight game.
That's what. That is the fight game, and I know a lot of people were downed about those freak accidents that happened in it. But exactly, that's exactly what they were. See, the expectation that's put on combat sports is so fucking high because everybody holds us up to the peak standard. And we're just not at the peak standard as of yet. But considering what we've done in 6 years, the standard that we set for the sport of bare knuckle fighting overall, I mean, a sport that only had an underground feel to it. Up until BKFC. If you went to a bare knuckle fight, before BKFC came around, you felt like you were doing something wrong. You felt like you were breaking the law, somehow going to an underground bare knuckle fight or the early bare knuckle fights. Dave was involved in some bare knuckle fights that happened before BKFC, but when the sanctioning finally came around and came into place, we gave bare knuckle fighting a home that was going to be accepted on the mainstream level. And that's the big thing. And guess what? It's starting to make waves because people are starting to see, not only is it more exciting, but most of them, Tony, they still can't believe from what they've seen that it's safer.
Yeah, that's the truth.
And it is. And it is. And the only way that you're ever going to know about that is if you come see it. If you come and see it. Brutal as fuck. Guys, stop shying away from the brutality. Okay? I'm sick to shit of the everyday American shying away from brutality when you hypocritical motherfuckers are the same ones that slow down on the highway at the scene of an accident, hoping that you will catch a glimpse at some of the carnage that you see. You're fucking hypocrites, I mean, the fighting is done exactly where it needs to be, in the fucking ring, okay? These athletes, they know what they're getting themselves into. And I'm seriously, Tony, I mean, you have a very different role. You are now looking out for the best interests in your fighters. You're looking to get them good fights. You're looking to get them good pay. But more importantly, you really want to advance their career within the sport.
That's it. Got to do everything the smart way. Can't, there's some fighters that I get it. They're building up their record or taking easy fights, but that's not what we want.
No,
I mean, you seen Gabby took on that fight with Jade.
like that.
Every one of our fighters on our roster right now, which is 11 fighters. 10 of the 11 have fights. So thank you, Nate. Thank you, all the other matchmakers. Thank you, Andy Hall. Thank you, Jules. And our boxing and MMA promoters as well. So there's only one, and that is the Boogeyman, and we're hoping that he gets his call any day now. But unfortunately, no one in the top 5 will take the fight with him, and no other fight makes sense. And every other fight, they're saying, it doesn't draw ticket sales. So don't know what to do when it comes to that.
The timing's got to be right. The opponent's got to be right. The venue's got to be right. And the stars have to line up for AJ, because AJ is an OG. He was one of the very first fight. He was the first fight on the main card when we went live on television. So he was the very, very first bare knuckle fighter to get a win when we went live on pay-per-view. So he's in an interesting dynamic as he's a 2-time world heavyweight champion. He has fought the best that BKFC has to offer in the heavyweight division. I know he'd like to get in there against Big Ben Rothwell because of the fact that he's such an unorthodox fighter.
Yeah,
I think he'd be a good matchup for Ben if he can weather the storm, because unfortunately no one's been able to completely weather the storm of Big Ben Rothwell.
Well, I can tell you, we called him out. We called out Perdomo. We called out. We put our name in the hat with all the top names, and every one of them has said no. So, yeah. So
I hear you, man. But perfect example of fighters that are coming into BKFC and not taking the.
Goes and takes a fight with Banks. Like, how crazy is that?
But our fighters that are coming in, some of these guys are not wanting the easy fights. Perfect example, our main event for BKFC 61. Perfect example right there. Daniel Strauss. Daniel Strauss debuted against our former 135-pound champion. Dat win. And that was a fantastic fight. That was a fantastic fight. He gave Dat a run for his money on his debut.
I actually think that they didn't call it, but I actually think that he dropped him in that. I think it was the first round.
Yeah, they didn't call it, unfortunately. They didn't call it that way.
He definitely got clipped.
Oh, he got clipped.
And fell and spun and everything. I don't know how that wasn't called, but I don't know. That was a close one. I think that they after this fight,
our ringside BKFC belt holder. Yes.
If after this fight, if that does come back, I think they definitely need to run that back.
I think so, but Daniel is taking on another good fight. Our main event. A lot of people, I know that some people were soured off of the fact that, unfortunately, because of the injury on behalf of Heather Hardy, there was they had to postpone the inaugural Queen of Violence fight between Hardy and Faria. And I know a lot of people were looking forward to that. I was as well. If we got a King of Violence, stands to reason we should absolutely have a Queen of Violence. What's going on, Jacoby? Hey, what's going on, Jacoby, man? How you doing?
Ghost Rider.
Yep. But you know what? They're going to circle that back, so that's no problem. So having Jimmy Rivera step up against Daniel Strauss, I think it's a very solid main event. I know some people have been saying that looking at it on paper, it looks like a lackluster card. Guys, I'm going to tell you, I absolutely 100% beg to differ. And the reason that is because on paper, you may not see big star power, but what I see is I see a whole shit ton of fighters that know that this is the debut event for BKFC in the great state of Connecticut. And where they're fighting at the Madison Square Garden of Connecticut at the Mohegan Sun Arena. You know, that's big for us for the first time in Connecticut. So I actually see some bangers. I actually see fights going postal, loco.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. Let's get into that card further. Other than that card, I know some fights have been moved around on the card since I checked yesterday. And after that, you got the one and only straight from right here in the Clearwater area. Ryan Reaver taking on Foyle. So
Quentin Foyle.
Yep, Anthony Foyle, Quentin Foyle. He's 1-1.
Quentin
Ryan
Foyle.
Reaver, 5-0. So
you know what? That's gonna be that's gonna be fun. That's gonna be fun right there. Ryan, Jesus Christ, man. I mean, you know, what can we say about Ryan? Ryan's currently 5-0 with us at the company. You know, he's the kind of guy who's definitely fighting towards championship gold. If there was anybody that's fighting towards championship gold, he's definitely one of them. But you know, Quentin Foy, you know, he's another one that I think that is going to try to come from behind, and he knows what kind of opportunity this is, coming in there against a very, very hungry 5-0 fighter. So in that situation, as we know, Tony, it's very difficult to bet on bare knuckle fighting. You can do it now, but I can't. I can't do it. You know, unfortunately, you know, conflict of interest.
Give me all your money, man. Give me all your money, Jeff. Well,
oh, okay. So yeah, my bookie.
Technically, Jeff, we won't go there, but technically, I mean, you can. It's like, no.
I feel like I'm talking to Montgomery Burns.
Yeah, see?
Yeah.
What about see?
No, that's not Mr. Burns.
I know.
That's the tunes.
Yeah, see?
It's curtain for you, see? Rah, rah, rah.
Big Mike, what's up, Mike?
Hey, what's going on? One half of
You guys doing big things out there in Cali, big dog. Unfortunately, Jeff didn't do any Bones to Dones podcast. Sorry, guys.
No, unfortunately not, guys, because I'm going to tell you, but we were pulled in every direction. I'm going to be honest with you. Knucklemania 4 was a busy fucking weekend. There was just so much going on because of all the additional production that was implemented into this show. I mean, most of y'all saw, of course, our host, Mario Lopez, you know, brought him into the fold. I think he did a fantastic job for his first time with BKFC. You know, there were some people that miss Cyrus at the helm because, you know, Cyrus is a fantastic host, but I definitely got to give my hats off to Cyrus. He understood what it was for Mario to come in and, you know, give us, you know, his thumbs up to the show. So, you know, big props to you, Cyrus. You know, you're definitely part of the family. You're definitely part of the team. He's done a fantastic job since he's been with us here at BKFC. You know, I mean, fantastic addition to our broadcast team.
Yes, it was. He did good. There were some things, and not him per se, but there's me personally. I guess just because I'm not used to it. But there were some things, like I said, that I didn't like. Like I didn't like the at the weigh-ins when they were going back and forth in between like every two fights. And I guess it's just more that I'm not used to it.
It's over. You know what it is? It's just it's a different format. It was a different format.
Like too Hollywood. I get it. You're in Hollywood, but like I didn't like that part of it. But everything else.
Yeah, the format of production had to be different because of where we were. So, I mean, you know, it was good for us. Is it a format that we're going to continue to follow? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I think that they were just trying to see exactly where Mario was as far as his involvement with BKFC. My favorite call of the night is when he introduced us to Brian Soshia.
Brian
Soshia. Yeah, that was definitely a good call. But all right, getting back to the card. we've got a female strawweight fight. We got Sarah Click rejoining us once again, and she's going to be taking on the debuting Natalie Gage. Don't know too much about Gage, but I know that for Sarah Click, this will be her third time with us. You know, her third time with us. Actually, her fourth overall bare knuckle fight. So interesting to see what's going to go on there. But there's one guy who's not too far away from home, and he's way down the card. And I'm going to be honest, I would have liked to have seen him around the feature fight. And of course, I'm talking about the craziest motherfucker to ever step foot into the squared circle. You never know what this guy's to do, but you can guarantee it's entertaining. Of course, I'm talking about the ice cream man himself, Zach Shark Attack Calmus. You know, Zach, and I'm gonna tell you, you want to talk about a body transformation? Wait till you see him. Wait till you see this guy. I swear to God, he looks like a different guy. He looks like a different dude. He's another one who's gone through an incredible body transformation. I think that's going to add to his speed like massively as he takes on Connor McKenna. Connor, this is his second fight with us here in BKFC. But another guy, you know, he was talking on the BKFC show today. He was on the Bare Knuckle show today. And Sosha asked him what is his dream? What is he kind of working towards? What would he like to do outside of the squared circle? He wants an ice cream truck.
Sosha?
No, not Sosha. No, Zach. Zach
Calmus. Oh, yeah.
Zach Calmus wants to be your friendly neighborhood ice cream man. He wants his own ice cream truck. He was actually getting technical. He said there's a certain way to serve the ice cream. There's a certain way that you scoop it to keep it cold. I mean, he was getting seriously technical about his ice cream handlings and business. So I definitely would like to see the ice cream man, Zach Shark Attack Calmus, coming to a neighborhood near you in his ice cream truck. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Because he take it seriously, and a bare knuckle fighter with an ice cream truck, that's just fucking badass. I'm sorry, man. I like that.
Playing the theme song from what's the damn movie with John Claude Van Damme and the one guy that looks like Zach.
Oh, Bloodsport.
Yeah, Bloodsport. Playing the Bloodsport theme.
Okay. So You're thinking that he looks like Big Ray.
Yeah, he does.
You're thinking he looks like Jackson.
He looks just like him.
No. Unfortunately, Ray Jackson's a hell of a lot bigger than he is. That's for sure.
Well, but you know what I mean.
But I definitely. Did you ever? Let me ask you something. Did you ever see the second one?
I must have. Yeah, I had to.
Oh, it's terrible. I mean, Ray, the character who played Ray Jackson returned, but the movie itself, definitely El Stinkeroo. Definitely El Stinkeroo.
Number one.
Yeah, number one, in my opinion. You know, that's as good as it got. And then they started doing others, and then they started doing all the Kickboxer reboots, and they got that guy from who is that? I mean, I know he's a martial artist. You remember that that show Step by Step back in the 80s and the 90s?
Step by step. No, I don't know.
What was it?
Sounds like it should have a theme song like that.
The one who lived out in the trailer out back in the house. You know, whoa, dude.
I've never seen that.
I
didn't mean to cut you off, Jeff.
He was one of the brothers in Kickboxer, I think 2, 3, and 4. And you know, he was the same guy, but he just annoyed the fuck out of me because you know, everybody knows Van Damme for his cadence that he does after he kicks you.
Oh, slow.
He'd always make the noises. This guy had an annoying one when he would hit you. Hey there. I was just like, what is he trying to accomplish? Is he trying to get that? What was the name of the brothers? The Sloan brothers. Yeah. he was one of the Sloan brothers. I mean, was he trying to match Van Damme on his on his kata, cadence?
Ooh, man, Jeff, I got something coming through from my main man, Nick, at HKA, the hat that you're wearing. Just give me a couple seconds so I can...
Me and that guy has a lot in common with Jeff. The fuck you talking about, Big Ben? I demand that you not be so vague. Explain yourself, good sir. Explain yourself on that one. I'm sorry. You're gonna say I got something in common with any motherfucker? I'm gonna call you out. What you got?
What you got, motherfucker?
I know what you got. What you got? Shit. But no, I mean, it looks like, I mean, it's a solid card. It's a solid card. It is the BKFC debut in the great state of Connecticut. Great spot for us. I think it's going to be another blockbuster. I'm looking forward to it, Tony.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good one. Like you said,
when's the next time we're going to see you with one of your fighters? When's the next time that we're going to see you
live in person? Will be Denver. We have three fighters on that card. We have Cassie Robb, Ruben Arroyo, and Lumbamba Sawyer.
Okay.
We got Sawyer fighting second fight of the night, and then you got Ruben and Cassie are fighting back to back. I think 8th and 9th fight of the night.
Okay.
Something like that. So be a good night. There'll be a lot of walking out, should I say. Got my cornering card done today, so we'll be cornering the fighters, so that'll be fun.
It's going to be interesting to see DJ Tony up on the apron.
But the thing is that I already made a boo-boo, and I said last week, remember when we had Ruben on, that he would be the first fighter that I would ever be walking out.
Unfortunately, that is not the case.
And then Lumbamba got moved to the second fight of the night. So now he'll be the first.
Well, that's a logistical thing. That has nothing to do with you.
And then Ruben's like, nah, you better tell him that you're still going to walk me out first. You can be in his corner, but you got to walk me out first. You already made a promise. I was like, all right. I got Matt coming out, so he's going to help out. Obviously he's a part of a Roscoe Elite, so I'll probably have him cornering Lumbamba, helping out, and then I'll be with Cassie and Ruben. So it'll be dope, man. It's going to be a fun night.
It's going to be a fun night because it's a brand new facility for us. It's our very first prospect series in Colorado. So very, very cool there. So there's going to be those who are vying for the BKFC contracts, which I love that we still do that. But for the true BKFC fans, man, we got back-to-back events coming your way. I mean, we got this week in Uncas, Connecticut, and then we're moving over the very next week to BKFC Fight Night in Omaha.
Yeah, then the next week you have the UK, and the next week you have Denver. So it's really 4 weeks in a row.
Yeah, it's really 4 weeks in a row. I don't do the UK shows as of right now. It'll happen. I'm not worried about it. I have done. How many have I done already?
Good night, bro.
I've done 3. I've done 3 UK shows so far. As of right now, they've been utilizing Ian the Machine Freeman, MMA legend. He's been doing a fantastic job over there. So, definitely hats off to Ian for, holding down the fort on the UK side for BKFC. Definitely appreciate that. But no, I mean, I love it when we got back-to-back fight weeks, and it's just more content that we get to give the fans. So I couldn't be happier. And the main event for Fight Night Omaha, that's going to be a banger, man, because you got 2 fighters that are on a tear. One specifically, and of course I'm talking about the undefeated Carlos Trinidad Snake. What a fucking cool name he has, I swear. And he's going to be going up against Dustin Paig. Now that's a fantastic main event. That's a fantastic Dustin Paig, 3-1 would be 3-1 with BKFC. That's going to be a fantastic fight right there. So I say fantastic too much. I actually need to go ahead and utilize my thesaurus a little bit more. But another one of your fights, isn't Jeremy in your squad?
Yeah, but before we get to that card, we still on the Mohegan Sun card. I got Chris Sorrow.
Yeah, it's true. You got Chris Golden Glove Sorrow, who's making his triumphant return to BKFC. Definitely the lightest I've ever seen him. He looks like he's in good headspace. He looks like he's in phenomenal shape. So that's a lot to be said about him coming back to BKFC. And he's not too far away from home. So I'm sure that he's going to be having family, friends. You know, he told us that he was going to have a boatload of people coming out to see him.
Yeah, that's what he told me. Been on the phone with him probably like 7 hours in the last 4 days trying to get all his. It was the first time ever in his fight career that he did all of his medicals and everything early, and he can contest. He said that normally he does it like Monday, has everything in. Literally, he had everything. We had everything done on the 24th, and then for some reason the doctors just couldn't find it, and then somehow miraculously found everything today. all dated back to the 24th. So
well, funny how that works, isn't it?
He's actually already under 2 pounds underweight, so he's already on weight.
Oh shit! Then he's already
Yeah,
I mean,
he's already chilling. He's actually left today to
go
go
out,
down there.
We're still 4 days out from the fight, so good for him.
Yeah, so he's already ready. I talked to Jeremy Holloway. He was when I talked to him yesterday, he was only 7 pounds out, so he's good. Talked to Cassie today. She's good to go. Ruben, everybody's good, dog. They're all ready and set to go.
As long as they're feeling good, knowing that they're under the secure umbrella of a Roscoe Elite.
There we go, man. Yeah. So
what do you think about his opponent? I mean, I don't know too much about him. I don't know too much about Scott Robert, the guy who's going to be towing the line with.
Yeah. I think he's only fought for us one.
No. This is debut. It's a debut fight for us.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Scott Roberts has not fought for us.
He's fought for us before.
Nope.
I honestly, I can't say that I know. We don't, Chris pretty much said that he's not going to pay attention to, watch his videos or anything because he's coming in on a whole different mindset. And if he
might be a good idea. Might be a good idea. Sometimes, go against the grain. Possibly against the grain might work.
Yeah, he said all of his BKFC fighters, he's tried to train for that fighter, and then something happened in the fight where he just, So now he's just going into the fight clear-minded and just he looks great. I've never seen him, He's always, been heavy, overweight, or not come in overweight, but night before the fight, still losing weight. He's in great shape. He's happy. He looks like he's in a whole different demeanor. So I'm happy for him, man. He's gonna get this big W, and like he said, head on his way to the strap. Now that Lorenzo's not there, everybody's saying the same thing. Like, I guess we'll go for the belt now that Lorenzo's gone.
Well, I mean, we all know the destiny of the light heavyweight championship. We definitely know that. And we definitely know where that's going. And as far as the cruiserweight title, you never know. They may let him hang on to that because we don't know the state of the cruiserweight division as far as number one contenders. Honestly, with the cruiserweight division, I don't believe that that's a division that's going to be held up as he recovers. I don't believe so at all. I believe that.
I think they should do Kamosi and what fight was it that I had said? Oh man, I forgot. But they should just let Kamosi fight for the damn belt. Just do a fight in Denver. I know he's only 1-1, but ex-UFC fighter.
Well, come on. If we're going to go ahead and we're going to talk about records, one of our world champions is only 2-0.
That's what I wasn't going to get into it. Yeah, there you go. Pitbull versus Kamosi for the belt. That'd be a good one.
All right. I can see that. See that. Oh, hey. What about Omaha? What about our Omaha resident? What about our Omaha resident who actually edged out Pitbull? And probably
true.
Oh my God! That was a fight of the year candidate.
I think Kamosi. I don't know. I don't like that fight. I think Kamosi. I love Alexander. Alexander's probably one.
there's a couple fighters, you know,
That's
that
two MMA veterans, man. I think it's fun. I think if you got Houston Alexander and Chris Camozzi, you got two MMA veterans that cut their teeth on bare knuckle. I think it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, no, I definitely think they would, I mean, it would sell tickets. It'd be a good fight either in Denver or
Or in Omaha.
And what I was gonna say, I love him. He's one of the only fighters that calls me every time after his fight the next day, thanks me for playing his music, thanks me for he's just a cool ass guy. And as you know, he's one of the, I mean, a lot of the fighters are doing it now, but at the beginning, he was one of the only fighters that would stay after the fights and literally stay in the crowd and get a picture and sign every single audience.
Yeah.
Until there was not a fan left in the building. He was the last one in there.
Well, because he's amongst his fellow neighbors. You know,
yes,
he's
I always have a lot of respect.
There's a lot of people that he knew personally. So it was important for him to get that face-to-face time with. And after
that war, man, they
him and Pitbull. Oh my God!
Never seen a more.
Oh my God! You remember those piston body shots in that fight? Oh my God! Oh my God! The fact that Houston held on after those body shots, I just couldn't believe it.
I like to see too.
I thought Dakota attacked the body. Fucking Pitbull was just absolutely just And of course, Dakota, another one who is going to be on the upcoming fight on May 7th. Yep, he's on the as well.
I like Dakota.
Hold on a second. You know, you were talking about the fight in Newcastle. That's not coming up until June the 8th.
No, I'm sorry, New Mexico.
Remember after that, May 25th, we're in Puebla.
Yeah, I meant Mexico. You're right.
Second time in Mexico. Yeah.
I knew it was somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, you know, now that you go ahead and you bring that fight up, I mean, that's going to be a good one. I mean, Dakota brings the heat. Like you said, he likes to throw a lot of body shots. But he's coming after our guys, Jeremy Holloway of Roscoe Elite. Jeremy is a beast too. He had a hell of a fight against I can't believe his name, Puerto Rican dude. The hell the guy's name from Albuquerque? The dude, the Boston guy. We had him on the show a couple weeks ago.
What, Will Santiago?
Yeah. Had that good long, draw.
That fought to a draw. Yeah.
Good fight, and then he comes out and turns around and beats Cameron.
Very impressive fight against Cameron Van Camp. Absolutely.
So
and now he's going in there against a veteran. You've got a guy that's not only toed the line for us, but you know he's fought for other bare knuckle fighting organizations himself. So and he's on a 2-win fight streak as of right now.
That is true. Beating Eduardo Perota and Noah, dangerous Noah Cutter.
Dude, and Noah, I'm not gonna lie, Noah was in the best shape of his life for that fight. Noah looked deadly.
Yes.
Deadly in that. But that just shows you also how unpredictable this sport is. What's up, Luis? How you doing, man? It just shows you how unpredictable this shit is and how easily it can turn around. And I think right there, that's one of the key elements that makes this exciting for everybody is that the fight can turn on a dime any second. Any fucking second. People go in there heavy favorites. I've seen heavy favorites kiss some canvas. I've seen heavy favorites. I've seen heavy favorites know that their knee is still down after they reach 10. So it can happen to anybody. It can happen to anybody, guys. You know, it really can. So that's another reason why it makes it that much more difficult to put your money on. I want to take a side note for a second, Tony. As wrestling fans, I'm sure that you saw the new. Yes. No. Yeah. No. Well, no. I'm sure that you saw the new location for WrestleMania 41. They are going to be going back to Sin City, the entertainment capital of the world, Las Vegas, Nevada. This time they're going to be at the Allegiant Stadium. So, back to Vegas. Their second time in the history of WrestleMania back there since WrestleMania 9, which a lot of people claim was the worst WrestleMania of all time. A lot of people did not like that one.
I gotta say the worst one was the one that I went to.
Which one?
I don't know, the one in Tampa, right during COVID.
WrestleMania. WrestleMania. Yeah, it was. Yeah, but I'm going to tell you, there were some key matches in there and everything like that. But WrestleMania 9 didn't have a lot of star power. It had a lot of really weird matches. They put Giant Gonzalez and The Undertaker in there. I mean, and the only endearing thing about Giant Gonzalez is that, he was 7'6", possibly 8 feet in his boots. I mean, probably had a 5-inch lift in his boots. But, still lackluster as far as that goes. And the stupidest fucking finish to a WrestleMania ever. Stupidest fucking finish. They put the belt on Hogan. They put the belt on Hogan. And not only that, they put the belt on Hogan after Hogan has, dude, I don't think that you should be jet skiing the day before, a couple of days before WrestleMania, man. Probably not a good idea, especially when Brutus Beefcake tells you, "Hey, you may not want to run this one. This one is a serious deal." And that's exactly how, because if you remember, his eye was all fucked up. His orbital bone was smashed. He had stitches on the inside of his eye. I mean, he went ahead and he hit a break. He hit a wave from the break of a boat, and he flipped all the way over on his jet ski and smashed his face into the front of it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like, haven't the Mega Maniacs or the Mega Powers, the Mega whatever they were called, haven't they suffered enough facial problems? I mean, first Beefcake with probably one of the worst facial injuries in the history of professional wrestling, getting kneed in the face by a parasailer. Oh my God! Did you watch the Brutus Beefcake Dark Side of the Ring?
I don't think so. I gotta say no. I watched Ric Flair. I watched.
They haven't done one on Ric Flair yet for the mice. No, not the special. Not yet. No, that. Huh? No. The only one that they did for that Ric Flair was involved with was the plane ride from hell.
Yeah.
He was involved. He was involved in it, but there hasn't been one where it's been the focus on him.
Oh no, but they do have that new. I think it's on Amazon or Netflix. The new Ric Flair documentary was really good that they came out with.
Yes. No. You got to watch that one, man, because that one dives into how fucked he really was with that. I mean, just the fact that he was able to find a plastic surgeon to actually put his face back together, it somewhat resemble what he looked like before, was a fucking miracle, because they showed the aftermath. Oh my God, man. Oh my fucking God.
So I don't remember that one, but I do remember
it was bad.
That my I guess you could say my oh my God moment in wrestling was when Psycho Sid jumped off the top rope and his knee freaking.
Why the fuck would a 325-pound man deliver
leg just snapped in half? Disgusting.
Deliver a boot off of the second rope and have 325 pounds come down on one leg? I'm sorry, bones are strong, but they ain't that fucking strong. No, that was pretty bad. That was and this was bad. I mean, I think this was worse than Connor.
Yeah,
Connor's was bad. Connor's was definitely bad. Connor's was definitely a fucking cringe moment. But this one, oof, that leg was hanging. That leg was hanging. That looked like the only thing that was holding that together was the skin. That was just so bad. Oof. I mean, there have probably been worse overall injuries, but none that were just so, oh my God, horrifying, shocking, abhorrent moments. Yeah, that one was bad. That one was bad because, and the reason that one was so fucking bad, in my opinion, is because how well he was able to do the shooting star press. When he was in OVW, he hit the shooting star press all the fucking time. You know, I mean, he was a solid 300 pounds when he was in OVW. He did that shooting star press like it was nothing. Like it was fucking nothing. I think what it was is that I think Kurt was too far, and I think in mid move, because if you watch the way that he changes direction, I think he knew that. I think he knew that Kurt was just too fucking far. You got to be closer to hit the shooting star.
Yeah.
You actually see him change direction in air, and you're like, oh, this isn't going to be good.
Not gonna be good.
This ain't good. This ain't going to be good. No, I mean that was bad. But the one that
Boys or Christian off the top of the Titantron.
what?
What was it, Hardy Boys or Christian off the top? Or Christian is a hard.
Oh yeah,
off the top of the Titantron.
Off the top of the Titantron. The one that still always gets me, because of the fact that it was just so bad, was Owen Hart and Steve Austin.
You want to bring that up?
The Stinger.
I thought. Oh, yeah, the DDT. I thought you were talking.
Oh
about,
no, the Tombstone.
Tombstone. Yeah, that's what I meant. I thought you were talking about Owen Hart, like his death.
No.
There, Jeff?
No. It doesn't get any worse.
You're gonna bring up Eddie Guerrero next?
Nah. No. I'm talking about the Tombstone, to where
broke his neck.
Unfortunately, I hate to go ahead and rag on a dead man, but unfortunately, Owen was notorious. This wasn't the only time that happened. He was known for sitting down in this, because he'd do a sequence of moves of back and forth, catch as catch can, that would lead to the Tombstone. And as we all know, in the Tombstone, you're supposed to drop to your knees. Unfortunately, Owen sat down. The problem with that is because Steve had his arms around his midsection and wasn't pushing up on his calves. So unfortunately, what happens there, you have no shock absorber. So you come right down, neck compresses. And unfortunately, that was the injury that eventually ended his career. I mean, he went, what was that when that happened? That was like 1997. I think that's what happened. So he was able to still get 6 years out of that. But unfortunately, he was never the same after that. He was never the same after that, man. It was just, he was scared. He thought he'd broken he did break his neck, but he thought that he had paralyzed himself. That one still, and if you watch the match, you've watched the match, Tony. So the worst schoolboy roll up in the history of professional wrestling. But considering the man had just broken his fucking neck and was still going, what can you say?
There it is. I mean, the only thing I can
won the title once. Do you know that Owen won the title once?
The only the best one for me ever is obviously, I don't want to really get into it too much, but I will just say Undertaker, Mankind, Hell of a Cell, best match ever. I mean, come on. Threw him off the top of the side of the ring, choke slammed him through the ring or through the cage. Just came up there, tombstone on the top of the cage.
No, he didn't tombstone him on the top. No.
I thought he did.
No. He choke slammed him through the cage. He only
through the ring.
Yeah, he only did one tombstone. He only did one tombstone, which was at the end. They had talked about doing the tombstone on the top, but I mean, back, the cage wasn't the cage roof. It wasn't secured the way it is now. All it had were just those metal lashings, and they were breaking apart the entire fucking time that they were up there. I mean, you got to figure Taker's a solid 330. Mick Foley, solid 300 pounds. I mean, that's over 600. That's almost 650 pounds walking around up there. So, not exactly a good idea. But getting back to what I was saying, I don't know if you remember, but it was a house show on a Coliseum video exclusive where there was interference from Jim the Anvil Neidhart, and Owen actually wins the title. From Brett, but they bring it up on the Titantron, the cheating, and then they reverse it. So there was everybody says, why wasn't Owen ever champion? I'm like, well, he was for a grand total of 60 seconds.
He was a tag team champ.
No, but he actually was World Wrestling Federation champion. He won it from his brother, and then the decision was reversed and everything like that. But you know something? I wish they had kept that. I wish they had kept it that way because they could have gotten a better sequence of matches if Owen was champion for just a little while. Just a little while. Have him win it back from his brother Brett. Awesome storytelling. And give him at least his one championship run. Even if it's a small one. Even if it's a small one. Even if it's a small one. I mean, Sergeant Slaughter, he had a baby run. He had a baby run as far as title, but it was fun within the few months that he had it. He had it from the Royal Rumble to WrestleMania. That's a baby run. That's a baby fucking run. But within that time that he was champion, dude, some of the best promos he's ever done. Some of the best stuff that he ever did in that little baby run. Because you have to remember at that time, how the fuck is anybody supposed to like an Iraqi sympathizer during the Persian Gulf? Oh my God!
All right. Well, on that note, Jeff, we got a busy weekend this weekend.
Let's give our shout outs to our sponsors as always.
Yes, let's do that now. And let's go ahead here. Let's just throw this up in the bottom, make it way easier. And we're going to go here. Boom, the one and only Chris Lytle Bourbon. We got Spark 8 Smoke Shop.
I love that name.
We got HKA USA.
There, baby. Right there.
We got Power Punch Gummies, which is going to be dropping here soon. Just starting to do promo on that. And boom, we got One IV. I was just there on Monday. Got my good IV fix.
How'd you like that?
Oh, it's great. I love it. It takes about like 45 minutes. But it's chill. You're just hanging out. Everybody there is cool. So it's simple. Then we got my main man, Donnie Brook Company. Make sure you guys go check him out. Fighters who want fight gear, who don't have it, reach out to Donnie Michael Quigg on Facebook. He will bring you on the team and make you your own fight gear. And fighters get 50% of what the sale is. So make sure you get with him. Then we got my main man, Jeff.
Rudy Ties with the infamous Hopper ties. If you want to wear the same ties that Mr. Live Worldwide wears on all of the events, not just BKFC, but every event that I do, I'm always sporting the Hopper ties. Rudy Tie, RUTYTIE.com.
And just in case if you don't know what they look like.
And see, he doesn't piss me off.
And we got my main man, Street Nat Matt with the Vertical Gym here in the Tampa Bay area. Make sure you guys check him out. And then also for Jeff, go ahead, Jeff.
All right. On my page on millions.co, we have some new releases on the page as far as merch goes, so make sure to go and check it out. I'm very excited about one particular one. We talked about it a little bit earlier, the last show, Tony, where we're talking about make this fight as violent as possible, baby. That's going to be the next new fight phrase. Make this fight as violent as possible.
And then I do have another sponsor. I left the freaking drink it's in the refrigerator. But anyways, teatimedrinks.com.
Okay.
teatimedrinks.com. New sponsor. It's a new kava drink that's come out. They're right out of Naples, Florida. My main man, Christian, over at the Spark 8 Smoke Shop in Clearwater has them on lockdown. He has partnered up with them. So I actually went there yesterday with Matt. I am now partnered up with them as well. So they are sponsoring Roscoe Elite Fighters and the show as well. So I'm send me your address, Jeff. I already talked to him today. He's sending out all our fighter stuff tomorrow, me and you. So it's good stuff. I drank some yesterday. I drank 2 cans today already. It's all good stuff in it. So
that's exactly what we need, man. That's exactly what we
need soon. And then I dumped Live 21, big dog. I dumped Live 21.
Why is that?
They're just, they're faking on us. They keep promising. I don't even care. I'll say it. They keep promising product and they're not delivering. So
I
had to
understand.
dump. I still like them. I like Reggie over there. But
The product is good, but unfortunately, if they can't send the product in our way so that we could promote it,
they keep telling me they're selling out. Like, come on. But anyways, so we do have a new drink sponsor, and that is Tea Time. So
I'm
I will
looking
make
forward
sure to have that up for the next show, and I will be drinking one for the next show and have a whole case in front of me. So,
and we will have guests next time. But still, special shout out to Big Rig Jeremiah Riggs for jumping on us a little bit, and definitely clearing the air for some of the individuals that were wondering about the controversial hair pull with his fight against Angulo at Knucklemania 4. It's exactly what I thought it was. Wasn't intentional. Good man. We're looking forward to seeing him back in once that hand is fully healed and recovered.
I did forget one sponsor. So sorry, but we got to watch this real quick. Oh, yeah, that is Denver Chiropractor in Denver, Colorado.
When we go down there at the end of the month, right?
They are. I already told them we were gonna come by. I got an appointment set for the 30th, so I'll make sure that we have something set up for you as well. The night before the fight, get us nice and stretched out before the weigh-ins.
Corn, baby.
So they are same thing. They have teamed up with us and doing all of our Denver BKFC fighters. So shout out to Denver Chiropractor doing big things. They actually do a lot of the UFC fighters, the Denver Broncos, Denver Nuggets players. Ruben Arroyo was in there the other day, and he said one of the Denver Broncos players came in there and was getting treated on the table next to him. So it was pretty cool.
Cool.
But yeah, on that note, Jeff, you got anything else?
Just make sure to check us out this weekend. Make sure to come check us out. BKFC 61 going to be going down at Mohegan Sun Arena, Uncasville, Connecticut. BKFC app, Fubo TV. You could also check us out on the Freevee app on Amazon Prime. There are so many different ways. There's going to be so many different ways to check out BKFC events coming up. We currently actually have a BKFC documentary series that's going on as of right now. And I do believe that you can find that on the Samsung TV app. So if you want to go check that out as well. So all kinds of things happening. But don't forget to check out Orozco Elite. Don't forget to check out what's going on with my main man, Tony, and what he's doing for the fighters. And not only that, the fresh designs that he's turning out. All kinds of stuff happening with the Orozco Elite team. So make sure that you check that out, because I know that there have been a ton of requests for your gear, especially that hat that you got on right there. I know that some people have been requesting that
This
hat.
one, and I actually got rid. Hold on, let me.
Oh,
Boom. Oh. We also got in now. Boom. Some new. We got the black and white.
okay.
And then we got the all black.
Oh, I like the all black.
So make sure you guys hit me up. Shout out to Duffrey and his son. They bought some this weekend. I got rid of probably like 10 of them at the boxing event. Everybody loves them, so it's gonna be cool, man. So shout out to everybody, and yeah.
If you say on that note again, I swear to God, man, I'm gonna look for
On that note again, we're out.
again, motherfucker.
Serrano. bones to domes, boy. The intention is not to hurt you, it's to murk you. If you go against me in the square circle, let my hands do the talking, I let you do the verbal. Eat this knuckle sandwich that a Chico about to serve you. Better listen up, the other team been talking tough. DJ Tony grabbed the mic, cause this dude will not shut up. Ain't no standing 8 count, but I think I've had enough. In the famous words of Jeff Houston, time to knuckle up. Bones to dome, it's time to knuckle up. Bones to dome, it's time to knuckle up. Take me up, I've been throwing uppercuts. Bones to Dome's podcast, turn me up. It's time to knuckle up.
You know it.
With DJ Tony, it's time to knuckle up. Jeff Houston, it's time to knuckle up. I am Vince Serrano.
It's all
time to
about you.
knuckle up.
It's how
It's time to
you
knuckle up.
It's about how you make